On this day, I almost lost my left eye, and here is what happened. So when I graduated from school, I got my first aviation job in a manufacturing company, which I worked there for 3 years. And after working for that company for 3 years, then I got my first apprentice job, which was a pretty good one. But working for a manufacturing company and a maintenance company is two totally different environments. In terms of when you work for a manufacturing company, you are working on an aircraft that is not live. So basically, the aircraft is still more in a manufacturing process compared to a maintenance facility or a maintenance environment. The aircraft is live. The hydraulic system is pressurized. Your flight controls can move. Like everything is literally live, right? So when me transiting from a manufacturing environment to a maintenance environment was two totally different things for me. Regardless of my experience working for that manufacturer. So when I started off basically as an apprentice. And I worked with a licensed person, which was a pretty good one for me. And I remember my second month working in that company, I made a big mistake that actually almost cost me my left eye. And I'm going to talk about this in this video, and also what to learn from this, right? So I got this task to replace the actuator for a landing gear. The aircraft I was working on was the Airbus 320, pretty good aircraft. And the job was a pretty easy one. Like if you give me that type of job right now, I will get it done in the next 30-40 minutes. It's really, really easy. But there's a lot of precautions you got to take through. So I printed on that day, I printed on my AMM. I read my AMM, I understood the AMM, but there was a crucial mistake I made, right? Before you work on any hydraulic line, any hydraulic system, the AMM tells you the first thing is to depressurize the hydraulic system. For you guys who don't know what the hydraulic system is, hydraulic system is basically responsible for retraction and extension for any flight controls or any type of system that requires retraction and extension. And the most common hydraulic we use on an aircraft is the Skydro, right? And every live aircraft, regardless if the aircraft is parked or if it's not parked, right, it's pressurized. And that is because there's a head pressure for every accumulator, right, every hydraulic system, right? And for that aircraft, it was like without the 3000 psi pressurized, right, without them turning on the hydraulic system, which actually pressurized the hydraulic system 3000, the aircraft not live, the aircraft is off, the line is actually pressurized like literally 50 psi. And 50 psi might not sound a lot, but trust me, that could cause damages, right? So basically, the AMM tells me to depressurize the system, which that was a crucial step I missed, right? And I don't blame myself because I was an apprentice then, still learning the job. So on this day, I got my PPE, I wore my safety glasses, I got my covers on, because that was actually the maintenance procedure for that company. If you're working on any hydraulic system, you have to have your safety glasses. You have to have like a covers just in case. And the reason why is because they are pretty sure they've had past experience when people getting hurt. And that is why they have those SMS in place, right? So I got my, my PPE, my safety glasses, my covers, everything. Started my job. The first thing I did was to pull out my cycle breaker. The second thing I did, second mistake I made was start cranking the line for the hydraulic system. Guys, I'm telling you, I remember this clearly, man. The first turn of my wrench to the actuator line, I went one, and literally the second turn of that line, all of a sudden hydraulics started spilling all over me, like literally. And guys, people that have experienced hydraulic being in your eyes, it's not something fun. Luckily, I had my PPE on, my safety glasses on. But regardless of my PPE on, I'm telling you, I literally had some drop of hydraulic system in my eyes, my left eye. And I don't think I have felt any type of pain like that. Honestly, like that was like a whole different experience. I personally have never felt something like this, man. And this was something, good thing was I had the really experienced AME with me, a licensed person. Immediately saw that happening, immediately actually heard me yelling because I was in pain. I was yelling because the hydraulic, literally 2-3 seconds, it started burning. My high started burning. Immediately heard me yelling, was like, hey, what's going on? What happened? It came, he saw the hydraulic system spilling everywhere, right? It went straight to the panel for the depressurizing system. The pressure, it knew right away the line was pressurized. It depressurized the line. It got me to wash my eyes. So we had like that time they had like a water spill for hydraulic system. So they put my eyes there and they put some eye drops, which kind of it took me like literally 3 hours to calm my eyes down, And I'm telling you guys, this was an experience I will never forget. Like, this was one of the biggest accidents I've ever had throughout my whole career. I would say this is like something I will never forget. And guys, I'm here to tell you, like, this is something that will definitely happen to you. I blame myself. I also don't blame myself because my mentor usually tell me people that make mistakes are people that work. And throughout your career, you're definitely going to make mistakes. Well, what did I take from this? What is the lesson from this, right? The first lesson I learned from this was paying attention to details. Like, this actually kind of increased my details attention skills more. Like now, whenever I do any job, the first thing I do is to read the safety precautions. Do I have to deactivate any system? Do I have to depressurize any system? Do I have to isolate any system? That is the first thing I look at. I don't look at the task or anything. I don't care about it. That's the first thing I always look at. The second thing was my communication skills definitely increased after that, because regardless of if I understood the procedure, I should have talked to the licensed person because we actually had a job together, right? But it was a little bit more comfortable with me. Because he saw my skills, that I had some type of end skills, like I was actually pretty good for an apprentice then, right? And I could have asked him questions like, hey buddy, I'm not really sure, I'm about to crank the line, what step did I miss, you know what I mean? But those are the two mistakes I definitely made. This is something that would definitely happen to you starting off your career, because I feel like, and this is something I've seen, man, a lot of apprentices feel like, they have too much confidence, and that was something that I would say I had at that time, because like I said, I had 3 years of experience working for a manufacturing company. But my manufacturing companies and line maintenance is totally different. It's totally different, man. So I had so much confidence coming in, like I knew everything, but I'm telling you, it's totally different. So if you're an apprentice right now and you just get your first job, this is something that you can actually fall into. But it's okay, everyone make mistake, right? But the biggest thing you can take from this is to learn from your mistake, and that's why I'm here to share with you guys. But this actually almost cost me my left eye, like literally. Having Skydro in your eyes is not something fun. Oh my goodness, like I don't think I have had any type of pain like this. And if you guys are in the comment section, if you guys are watching this video and if you've had an experience with Skydro, you can put it in the comment section and let me know what you experienced, because it feels like I'm exaggerating, but I'm telling you guys, this is not fun. It was not fun. It's not fun. But for you guys that are new to industry, it's not something I'm trying to use to scare you guys. It's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes, but how you react to the mistake and how you learn from the mistake, that's what is more important, But yeah, that was my little story. I have more. If you guys like story times like this, let me know. So I can share my stories, of the things I've done, mistakes that I've made, lessons that I've learned. So, I can share with you guys so you guys can learn from it and understand how I work. All right. For you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Peter. I am a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, and I have hundreds of videos regarding aircraft maintenance engineer on my channel. If you like my videos or you want to learn more about aircraft maintenance engineering, I have hundreds of videos regarding that. And also, if you're currently an aircraft maintenance engineer apprentice who's looking for a job and you need someone to guide you through, you need someone to build your resume, you need someone to prep you for interviews, you need someone to help you out with your job application, this is something I can definitely help you out with. All you got to do is click the link in the description and book a consultation and let me see how I can help you out. All right. If you find my videos informative and you're new to this channel, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.